Hello and welcome to part 5 embellishments for my Seafarer album. Now I have several things to do. I want to make a closure for my album, and also I want to hide the closure on the back side with a paper, and I want to put magnets underneath my craft paper, and I want to have also the magnets underneath the DIN A4 design paper, so I can put the things together with the magnets. I want to use now these papers and also this closure from Funkelkram, and underneath I want to use this brown paper, and I will cut it in stripes, and I have a ribbon. It is a jute ribbon with lace on it, and I cut it in a little piece, and these things I want to glue together. The brown paper has the structure of a leather piece, but it is paper, and you can cut it with a paper trimmer. And I have now two pieces, one for the front and one for the back. And I use now my liquid glue to put both things together. Now I want to find my measurement for my ribbon I want to put around my album, and yeah, now I think I have the right size. And yeah, I try it again because the closure must be put together with the second ribbon, and I have also to glue it on the other side, and yeah, I hope I have enough place for the closure. I like my ribbon, but it has not enough stability for my closure. And so I think it is a good idea to use now my silicone mat, and I use fabric stiffener. And this one is from Plottix. In a normal way I use it for my fabrics for cutting with my plotter. But here I can use it also for my jute. I spray now my stiffener on the jute, and normally I would do it a little bit different, because I would spray it from a distance. You should have 20 centimeters between your fabric and your stiffener when you want to spray it, but I don't have enough place because above is my camera. Now I'm ready, but I have to clean my brush and also my nozzle head. And I do it with a lot of water because I want to use my spray again and again. Yeah, and here I have my paper, and I had to cut it to the right size, and I have now a stripe of white paper on the bottom, and now I paint it with distress oxide with my blue colors, and yeah, I think it is a good solution when you want to use all your paper, and yeah, your printer is not printing the whole page. That is not a problem for me. I can help myself with my distress oxide inks. Here I also have white frames, and I cover all my sides, my white frame with my distress oxides, and yeah, it is a great effect, and you have now darker edges, and I like my edges when they are a little bit darker. It has a distress looking. Yeah, and I'm also using my stencils, and I have also a lot of stencils I bought from a shop named Action. And here is one of my favorite stencil. I use it very often for maritime things, and yeah, it gives them the paper, it gives them a little bit of an extra. It is not so obviously, but I think it is a nice shade. I have also another stencil in this set, and I show it now. When I first saw this stencil, I thought by myself, and now what can I do with it? And I think it is a wonderful stencil to make great effects for maritime papers. I use my stencil also with pastes and modeling paste and something like that, but yeah, you must pay attention when you are cleaning your stencil because it is a thin one, and I don't want to destroy all the little details, and yeah, it is not so easy to clean it. This now is another set, and I like the structure of this cords and also my little dolphins, and yeah, I try to use the same colors from the bottom, and I use it also for my dolphins, and it should look like that these animals are jumping over the water. I used my time for painting while my fabrics are drying in the sun, and now I think it is ready to use it. It is now better from the structure. I think it is bendable, but yeah, I like it more because it is not so flapsy. I hope you understand what I mean. Yeah, and now I have to glue my long ribbon onto my brown paper, and I use again, of course, my liquid glue, and yeah, I can put now things together. Now I want to prepare my closure, and I have to measure where I put the ribbon. Yes, of course, you can also do it with a sense of proportion, and you must not use a ruler, but I thought it would be in this case a good idea because I don't want to put so many things on my cover, and a wrong placed paper and ribbon would be distracting from the main part of my album, the nice colors and the other embellishments on it. And of course I don't want white lines, and I'm distressing my paper with my ink, and now it is time to place it, and yeah, I'm measuring again, and yeah, now I glue my liquid glue on it and put all things together. Yeah, controlling is a good idea. And now I'm ready with my stripe with my ribbon. Of course, I have now the second part, and I must glue something on my white lines. I don't like the white lines, and I glued my cotton brown ribbon on it. Yeah, and now I find my place for the holes, and I use my crocodile. I need 2 holes for my closure element, and it's not so easy to decide where to put the holes. First of all, I try to control it with my measurement on my crocodile, but that wasn't easy to read, but finally I succeed. Yeah. And now the same on the back side, of course. I need another place for my ribbon, and also I had to glue my ribbon on my cover, and yeah, I use again my liquid glue, and it is a glue that is perfect for my cover because it was varnished. I use varnish over my colors, and it is not so easy to find the right glue for something you put over varnish, but this helps really great. Yeah, of course I have to press my ribbon down and hold it very well, and I clean my cover again and again. Yeah, and then I must find a solution for my breads, because yeah, I think the closure and the breads must be pressed down. I want to say it in other words. The breads of the closure must be pressed together with the pliers. This way they fit better in the clasp and don't stick out as much. I hope that makes sense. This has the advantage that the lever can be moved more easily. And now you can see what I mean, and everything is now together. Yeah, you can hide your breadths behind with paper, and I use my scraps and also my designer paper. And I want to have something else. I want to have a magnet, not one magnet, 4 magnets on the craft paper. And I want to glue a designer paper over my craft paper. But you can when put the pocket on the first page of my album with the magnets. In this situation, you have to decide many things. You have to know where to put your closure and of course where to put your magnets. And you must think very well where you want to do all these things. Yeah, I had problems with my red tape and my varnished cover, but you can see it later. I try now to find the right place for my cover with the black circles, and I wanted to use the red tape, and now I see it clearly because I couldn't take off the red foil without taking everything off. Yeah, and now I knew that I really have or had a problem. Yeah, usually you can easily find the place for the magnets on the cover. I placed the magnets over the corresponding magnets on the craft paper with red tape. If you then put the craft paper over the cover, the lower magnets automatically stick to the right place with red tape. Of course, provided you have held the craft paper in the right place. This wasn't possible here because red tape didn't stick to the varnished cover. Very annoying, but I found a solution. I put small dots on the magnets with my liquid glue and then repeated my process. I then recognized from the white sticky spots where the magnets belong and then was able to glue them together. And that was my solution. At first I was at a loss and thought about doing something with the black circles, but then the idea of marking the magnets with liquid glue came to me. And then I placed my designer paper over my magnets on the cover, and you can't see anything of my problem. That is nice, but it was a long story to find the solution. Yeah, and now I want to hide my magnets on my pocket, and when you open my album, you never think about these problems again. You only see the beautiful designer paper. You can't see the closure thing behind the designer paper, and also the magnets are hidden. Yeah, and now I'm really happy and I like my first page. I hope this was an inspiration for you, and perhaps my idea can help you also to find a solution for your closure or for your magnet, and yeah, for taping your magnet on your paper. And I have to say, I have many more videos prepared for you, and I can show you more about my embellishments, and I hope you will subscribe to my channel. And if you have any questions or you want to write a comment, it would be very kind. I really appreciate that. And yeah, I hope this was an inspiration for you. And perhaps you want to see my next videos with my embellishments for my album. yeah, I hope to see you soon again, and I want to wish you now a very nice day, a crafty and creative day perhaps, and I say bye for now.